with occult rituals that she studies through videotapes.
What the heck is wrong with him?
Stop! Stop! Give it here!
The action of the corpse and the victim being hanged, as well as a cameraman filming everything. Then the story shifts to teenager Andy and his blind younger stepsister Piper. After the girl's unsuccessful attempt to meet Pierce, the brother takes her home. But there they face an even worse situation. Father stopped responding from the shower. Andy unlocks the door to find a dead body lying on the shower floor in a pool of its own vomit. After the father's body was taken away, the children were sent to social services. Since Andy is still a minor, he cannot be his sister's guardian and must live in a shelter himself. For Pipper, the social worker Wendy has already found a foster mother, her former colleague Laura. The children ask Wendy not to separate them and to convince the new guardian to take both of them. It's only temporary anyway, until Andy turns 18. After spending the last night in their stepfather's house, which is already being prepared for sale, the brother and sister go to Laura the next day. She is endlessly happy about their arrival, although she is somewhat cold towards Andy, a forced burden compared to the girl. When Laura gets distracted by a phone call, the boy lets her cat out. He goes out to retrieve the animal and sees an empty pool in the backyard where some half-naked kid has already caught the cat. Taking the pet, Laura leads the newcomers into the house to measure their height. It turns out she once had a daughter, Katie, who was blind like Piper and the same age. But she drowned in the pool, and the boy in the yard, Oliver, is another of her wards. The hostess places the girl in her daughter's room and assigns Andy the closet. Settling in, the guy is texting with friends, talking about the oddball Oliver. Laura catches him in the act. As soon as Andy got distracted by talking to his sister, the hostess takes his phone to read the messages. This enrages the boy, and his reaction frightens the woman. In the evening, when everyone has gone to bed, Laura turns on the VCR and watches a recording of some occult ritual ripped from the site blackangeltapes.net. Andy can't fall asleep in the new place. Noticing that the light in the yard turned on, he looks out the window and sees Laura leading Oliver to the shed behind the pool. In the morning, Laura sits at the edge of the pool, looking at the sky, waiting for rain. Andy, upon waking, notices that he wet the bed out of habit. He secretly washes his pajama pants to avoid a shameful nickname. During the washing, he fearfully stares at the shower stall in the corner. After his father's death, a subconscious fear of the shower remained. Laura checks on the motionless Oliver, then leaves him locked up and takes Andy and Piper to their father's funeral. Standing by the coffin, the older brother diligently averts his eyes from the body despite his sister asking him to describe what he sees. When it's Laura's turn to say goodbye, she discreetly cuts a lock of hair from the corpse and takes it with her. Then the guardian tells Andy that he must say goodbye to his father. She says that the soul of the deceased lingers in the body for a while, so it's necessary to observe the proprieties. Meanwhile, Oliver, who stayed home, breaks the glass with his hands and then, bleeding, wanders to the shed. Unable to open it, the boy tries to get into the fenced chicken coop, also unsuccessfully. On the way home, Laura suggests having a party to lift the spirits of the wards. The celebration includes drinking alcohol, even though the brother and sister are still underage and not allowed to consume it. Nevertheless, the alcohol intoxication lifts everyone's spirits except for Oliver, who watches the party forlornly from outside. When the drunken Piper felt sleepy, Laura and Andy decided to share secrets, and to make it easier, they sat back to back. The boy admitted that his father was quite harsh towards him, but always treated his daughter gently. Laura says she misses Katie and is ready to do anything just to hear her call her mom again. After putting the children to bed, Laura goes to the bathroom where she urinates in a plastic cup. She secretly pours the collected urine on Andy so that he thinks he wet himself again while drunk. The woman deletes all the photos taken by the teenager in her house. Then she notices Oliver wandering on the street with a cat and takes the boy into the house to treat his wounds. The boy looks strange. Additionally, the water in the bathroom turns on by itself and then the mirror cracks. In the morning, Andy, noticing that he wet himself, takes his clothes to the laundry. Laura is already there with Piper. Taking the clothes, they throw them into the machine. Then the girls leave to run errands. Left home alone, Andy, unable to overcome his fear of the shower, washes in the yard using soap.